I'm getting married soon, and one of the groomsmen just said I'm the type of girl to force herself onto a drunk guy if he's KO'd. Now I want to force him out of my wedding, but he's my fiancé's friend. I'm fortunate enough to be engaged to the man of my dreams. He's perfect in every way, and the wedding is currently scheduled for next June. Right now, along with my fiancé, I have a very close friend living with us. He was my roommate in college and is basically family. 5 months ago, he found out he was going to be a father after being told his entire life that it was impossible for him to have kids. He was ecstatic, but his girlfriend, in case it comes up, she was also my roommate and basically family, wasn't, and she begged him to consider termination. Essentially, he thought he'd never have another chance, but they were absolutely not in any position to raise a kid at the moment. Their relationship became very strained, and he ended up losing the baby when the stress overwhelmed him. 1 week later, he found out his girlfriend was having an emotional affair with a coworker. They broke up, and he also got into a massive fight with his family. Obviously, I moved him into my place as soon as possible. And while he was definitely struggling for a while, I'm glad to say he seems to be slowly healing. A few nights ago, my fiancé had some of his friends over, all of whom are groomsmen. My friend joined them, and they all ended up getting pretty drunk. My fiancé falls asleep pretty fast when he's drunk, so I carried him up to our room and tucked him in so I could take care of everyone else. My friend, at that point, had started drinking heavily and looked kind of sick, so I walked him up to his bathroom, and held his hair for about 20 minutes while he puked. When I figured he had enough out of his system, I left him to go check on the other guys and get them home. As I was walking down the steps, I heard one of his friends make a comment about me helping my friend up because I wanted to get in his pants. The other guys around him immediately told him off, and I just stood obstructed on the stairway, trembling in anger. I managed to calm down temporarily, came down, and sent them all home in Ubers. I had offered to drive them before, but in all honesty, I felt so angry I did not want to be in that position. 3 days later, and I'm still angry. I genuinely don't ever want to be in the same room as this man ever again, let alone have him 8 feet away as I say my vows. I haven't told my fiancé any of this yet, but I was planning to do so tomorrow as well as request that he be at least removed from having a role, if not flat out uninvited to the wedding. Would I be the jerk for asking my fiancé to remove a groomsman? Edit, I just wanted to address some comments. First, my fiancé and his friends do not have problems with drinking. My guy is a lightweight, and none of his friends were blackout drunk or anything like that. Every guy not living in my house had 3 to 4 drinks that night, enough that none of them were getting behind the wheel, but not enough that they were all massively hammered and completely out of control. My fiancé had maybe 3 drinks and fell asleep 30 minutes after. Not passed out, not blacked out, just fell asleep. My friend was the only one who drank heavily and puked. Second, I understand I'm being a little overly sensitive. The reality is this entire situation has been harsh and crappy for everyone involved. In particular, I know I've been very defensive of my friend given his current situation with his family, and it is entirely possible some of this anger towards the groomsmen was redirected from things my friend's siblings have said and done to him in recent history. All this being said, there is absolutely, positively nothing more between me and my friend besides a deeply platonic relationship. I